Hey everyone, my name is Milo Pierwola with eXp Adventures, and I am here with the new Tag Heuer, or Heuer, watch. This is the Connect from Tag Heuer. It is the cool new smartwatch, I believe the first luxury smartwatch in the world, and I'm going to be going through some of the features. This is my first day having it. It comes to me courtesy of Adam Rapp of Clothing Arts. He owns a company that produces pickpocket-proof clothing, and this is his watch that he's letting me borrow for this open boxing review, kind of couple days not to break it. Anyway, as you can see, the box is a fairly simple design with a fold-down front. It has a book that comes at the bottom over here that has all various information about the watch itself. But as you can see, the box itself for the watch is a plastic box with a cool clip on the front. Nothing special about it. There's no gaskets, so this is not waterproof. As you open it, you can see that the watch is inside. This compartment here is totally removable, and it reveals the rest of the contents. So let me just move this stuff out of the way. Basically, the contents of the box are a smaller box that has the USB cable in it. It's a fairly simple micro USB cable that plugs into a socket or any USB device that you'd like to use. I can plug it in right here. I'm not going to. And then it has a very cool Tag Heuer base that you just simply place the watch on. So I'll show you that. It also comes with a very neat little cleaning cloth that I'm going to be using it in order to clean off my dirty paw prints off of this thing. So the watch itself actually is attached to a stress ball. The stress ball says, "Release the pressure" on it. Very cool. So I'm going to put that right back over here, move it over. Here's the watch itself. As I said before, it fits right onto the base. Almost feels like there's a magnetic pull to it. And it does look like it actually stays, so I think it is actually magnetic. Anyway, it charged the entire watch. I had 33% on it, and it went all the way up to 100% in approximately 20-25 minutes as I was looking at it. I'm going to just put that over here. So here's the watch, okay? There is a couple different ways that you can turn this watch on. You can shake it. When you kind of bring it up to your hand, it works on gestures. It's got an accelerometer inside that actually tells you, or is able to have this watch work with gestures in your hand, which you'll see in a second. The second way to turn it on and off is by pressing the side button. And it doesn't actually turn off. Well, there is a function that turns it off. But what it actually does is it goes into this dark little screen over here, and that has an LED display, or I believe that so you could actually see what time it is. The other way to turn it on also is to double tap the front, and that turns it on as well. It has a cool number of faces you could select from as well. So this is the first watch from Tag Heuer that has, you can literally just scroll through these fantastic faces. This is my favorite. You guys can select your own. And the way that it functions is fairly simple. You basically scroll up and down in order to go through the menu. When you go up to the top, it has an alarm menu. It has a theater mode. The way that theater mode works is it shuts the watch off. It makes it no longer responsive to gestures. The only way to turn it back on from here is to press the side button. Getting back into that menu over here, and you can see that it's already draining a little bit. But the watch has 25-hour battery life, which is pretty sweet. You can go to brightness boost, which means that it actually, you press this and it gets a little bit brighter, and then you can go to other settings, various settings over here. Selecting down again, so there's a menu that you use to scroll up and down. So this is a pop-up that came up. It says learn how to use your watch with gestures of the wrist, so you can probably do magic and all sorts of stuff in order to have some cool things happen, because it's connected by Bluetooth to your other devices. As you can see, the timeout on the face is fairly short, but you can continue to scroll through these. I'm in New York. It is 53 degrees right now, and as you can see, the way the menu interface works is you scroll to the right to get into the deeper menu with more information. You scroll to the left to go backwards up the menu chain. Going over here, you can, let's see here, dismissing something. I think that was the weather. This is a pedometer, so it tells me how fast or how far I can walk. That's an automatic thing, and it taps into over here into the rest of the applications. Basically, whenever there's a notification on your phone, once you pair this, it'll appear on the face of the watch. The other menu that's available, if you're inside the face of the watch, so let me tap and get back in here, the other menu you can get into is by scrolling to the right. So this menu is pretty cool because it has your applications that you can access through the phone. This is a very cool feature. This is my phone over here. Let's say I don't know where my phone is. I can tap this and it will actually tell me where my phone is. So every single time that you're looking for your phone in the morning, boom. And you can either turn it off on your watch once you find your phone, or just by activating your phone, the watch turns off as well. So the other functions in here, it has Google Translate, which I think is pretty awesome. It has a fantastic microphone right on the left over here, and it reads really well. So let me tell you over here. Let's see, I speak Polish, so let us do some translating right now. Oh, this is about to ring. That's not what I was trying to do. So Google Translate, let's Google Speak. All right, about to ring. That is not correct. So I'm having a little bit of trouble here. Here we go, Google Translate. Okay, Polish to English. Let's say something to my watch. Dzień dobry, zegarek. That translates to good morning watch. Fantastic. Okay, to get out of the menu again, you swipe to the left, swipe to the right again to get back in here. So it uses, it puts the most recently used applications on the top of the watch, as you can see over here. I don't know if that lens that I've got is going to be able to focus on this watch, but you can go into further settings over here. There's your agenda, otherwise known as the calendar. You can set an alarm. The alarm is independent of the alarm on your phone. So if you set an alarm on your phone, and if you set an alarm on your watch, they're going to be two different things, and you can't control your alarm on your phone using the watch, and you can't control your alarm on your watch using the phone either. Let's see here, what else is in here? You've got your Fit application and a flashlight. The flashlight literally is a white screen. There's no surprise here. Basically, you can click it on, click it off. I'm going to get out of here now. Let's continue to scroll through the menu over here, see what else is down here. You can go to Google, you can go to Hangouts. I have mapped my run in here, which means that I can run with this watch. It pairs by Bluetooth, and once you leave the watch inside the, or if you step away too far from your phone so that your phone is at home and you're running with your watch, if your watch has Wi-Fi, it continues to be able to connect to your phone. Otherwise, it just becomes a watch. So going back into the menu here, let's see, I can listen to my music. I can play music using a different application on my phone, and as well there is a stopwatch, obviously, timer. Not really sure what together is, and then there's the weather as well. So let's go into the menu settings and let's see what's in here. These are kind of cool. You can adjust the brightness. There's several different modes. You've got 3, 4, 5 is the brightest setting, all the way down to 1. I'm going to actually go back to 5 so I can show you the rest of this. We've got the change watch face. As you can see, you can do that by holding the front of the watch. You can change the font size on the watch as well. You've got Wi-Fi settings, so you can directly connect the watch to Wi-Fi instead of connecting to Bluetooth. And let's see, I just had something on the screen there. So you've got the Bluetooth devices as well. You can have multiple devices connected. So I actually have these very cool, let's see here. These are, oops, there goes everything. These are bone conduction headphones here. These also work by Bluetooth. So these have a microphone on them, and I can listen and I can speak on them as well. So I can actually have both the watch and these connected to my phone in order to make phone calls. Unfortunately, the watch only has a microphone, but it only works with Google or with voice commands, so I'm not able to have a conversation just with the watch. But if I do have a USB device, I can then have a conversation. The reason I say with a Bluetooth connection, because the watch doesn't actually have any place to plug in headphones. It is just a simple closed titanium case with some very cool numbers on the front. It actually weighs barely anything. But anyway, getting back to the watch real quick into the settings before I continue about the construction of the watch. We have the screen. I have it set to always on. We have wrist gestures on. So far what I've found is that if I have my watch in my pocket and I take my hand out and then look at it, the screen turns on, which is pretty cool. And then you've got airplane mode, accessibility, and screen lock. Obviously factory reset, this is where you would go if you want to pair it with a different device or just clear everything, restart, and power off and about. So very cool. It has 1 GB of memory. It has an Intel chip inside. It's a 52 millimeter watch. I'm sorry, a 52 gram watch with I believe it's 46 millimeters. I haven't actually 12.8 millimeters deep. So it's a little bit thicker than the iWatch and the Samsungs that are out there. but it does have a titanium case. So I like it because it is basically made for adventure. It's got an IP7 waterproof rating, which means you can actually splash it. You can see that on the button here, it's got the Tag Heuer logo, and it also has the Tag Heuer name engraved. So let's see, Swiss engineered over here, and Tag Heuer connected up here. So this is the Tag Heuer connected watch, vulcanized strap, very cool titanium latch system down here. Looks like I forgot to take the sticker off. And otherwise, I gotta tell you, this watch is one of the lightest watches I have worn. I'm actually very impressed with how light it is. I can barely tell. So after wearing this for a while, other watches feel very heavy. After wearing heavy watches, this barely feels like it's on my hand at all. Anyway, this is the first look. I'm going to have some time to play with this for the next week or two, and I'm going to be able to tell you guys how it works out if I'm actually using it at all. That's the thing I'm worried about. I usually spend more time on the phone because I can actually type there. But the Google Voice commands here are impressively accurate. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if I can actually dictate some emails to people or reply or anything like that. Anyway, like I said, this is a Tag Heuer Connect watch first look. Check out my other reviews. They're a little bit more in-depth and a little bit different. But I'm looking forward to checking this out, and I will follow up in a couple weeks. So thanks for watching, and subscribe to see more. See you later.